we're gonna do this first hill climb here, and then there we go. So Hades Omega's gonna try to ride at speeds of 40 miles an hour, guys. All right, we're doing 45 going up this hill. Seems to have a pretty good amount of power. We're doing 55 coming up here. Actually, the GPS says we're doing 50. Not a whole lot of power, man. I don't know. I had this bike set up pretty well. I'm riding with the dirt settings, okay? So, alright, so here's what we're up to today, guys. I'm riding the, oh man, we gotta follow this guy all the way up here. Oh, look at the poppies. Really nice day to go for a ride today. I hope this guy isn't going all the way up to the thing, because I don't want to follow this. Anyway, yeah, so here we are. We're taking a cruise up Sierra Road, alright? I'm testing out this EBMX battery, alright? So it's a EBMX 72V 42AH battery, alright? And I'm testing it out for a race we're going to be doing this weekend. A Virginia City Grand Prix is that we're racing, alright? Oh my god, there's a big ass truck here too, man. Let me see if I can get in front of this guy. I'm trying to get in front of this guy. Anyway, yeah, so that's what we got. Man, what the heck, man? Right when we come up here, it's already like, what the hell? There's this big dumpster truck in front of us. Alright, I'll skip this part. Oh my god, I can barely get up here. Should I go for it? Man, this truck takes up like the whole road, man. Dude, this guy is like driving in the middle of the road. Alright, I don't see any cars coming. I'm gonna go for it. Alright, so we're gonna just cruise on up here at 40 miles an hour, alright? Nothing crazy, alright guys? We're trying to do a range test, so I'm not trying to eat the battery up too much, but we're also trying to have some fun here too. Okay? Bike is handling pretty good. This is after the Hollister Hills Wild Wabbit race, by the way, guys. Not a whole lot of impressive power. I've got it set at 180 amps and 700 phase amps, alright guys? We've got about 73% or 77 volts climbing this thing. Alright, so that leads me to believe we've probably got still 80%. We had about 90% when we first started, alright guys? So this is a 42 amp hour battery. All right. Also, there's a couple things we're going to test out here since the last race. Is I installed the new KO app. All right, the KO 1.0.6 parentheses 46 app. All right, and also this has an updated firmware as of April 21st, 2023. Yeah. Not a whole lot of impressive power getting up here. Throttle's really smooth though. Yeah, it's really smooth. I can really get on the throttle. Brakes are okay. Oh yeah, another thing is I'm testing out the brakes, alright? The brakes are, oh man, yeah, we're going too fast. We need to slow down, man. We're going to eat up the battery too fast. The brakes are, I ripped out the rear brake on this during the race, and I had to fix the line. All right, I cut it and I just stick another fitting in there. So we're testing that out, and then I bled the front brake because I wasn't getting a lot of pressure from the front brake, man. And I think I may have contaminated the pads with brake fluid, the mineral oil. All right. Oh boy, there's a lot of dirt here. Careful. Whoa, I felt the bike slide there. Take it easy. Alright, pretty good power trying to get up here. Alright, we're doing about 45. Let's keep it there. Alright, we're trying to stay at around 40 miles an hour. Okay. You know you want to open it up. You want to slingshot it, Hades. Come on. Okay, that's wide open. Oh! 55, all right, 55. We hit 55 going up this easily. Okay, we're gonna take a break up here, and I'm gonna like feel the battery. All right, so this battery is rated for 160 amps DC current, or continuous draw. All right, regen works pretty good. 160 amps, continuous draw, and then I hope there's no rangers up here, man. They always tell me to move my bike, but like if I park it at the bike rack, then it's legit. I'm like, yeah, it's a bike, man. That's why I park it here. Okay. Well, anyway, yeah, there we are. So we made it up here. Let me check the stats on the controller. That was pretty fast. So we rode 7.4 miles and we're at 75% charge. That leads me to believe, I don't know if we're going to make it back. We ate 25% going up here. Did the battery get warm at all? Yeah, the battery's a little warm. The controller, not warm. Motor's kind of hot. Okay. Motor temp is a little bit past the middle. Controller temp is a quarter, all right? I wish it would tell you how much temperature it was, man. We're at 77 volts and 72%. So going from my house to here, we ate up about 25% charge, all right? Of course, this is a little optimistic is what I'm going to say. There's a gauge on the battery. So there it is. That's the EBMX battery, guys, from Suron Mod Shop. All right. My buddy Gautam that I met at Metcalf Motorcycle Park, he lent it to me so I can use it for a race this weekend. I will tell you this battery is freaking heavy, man. I went to go sit on my bike and I'm like, immediately it felt like it wanted to fall over, all right? It's a good 10 pounds heavier than my Lightspeed bike's battery, all right? But it's also got 10 more amp hours, all right? So it should be able to make it back if we take it easy, all right? But Hades Omega, so that was the most strenuous part of the ride, this right here, okay? The rest, there's still some uphill sections and still some downhill sections. There's no profile. I think this is the dirt profile. Anyway, we're running 180 DC current, 700 amps max phase current, and our eco mode is set to 146, so just a little bit less power. Oops. Okay, our throttle deadband is 2%, our throttle sensitivity is 175. Let's try 180 again. I feel it's still not. I thought I might be able to do it with that app. All right, but anyway, the battery is kind of warm. All right, hopefully we're not going to overheat the battery because we're just, whatever. All right, I'm going to take a bunch of pictures, let it cool down a bit, and then we're going to go continue on the way. We're going to do the full loop. All right, so I'll talk about it when we get on the way. All right, guys, we're heading on out. Okay, I've got a 78% charge. All right, let's say 75. We're about quarter down. And we're going to go ride, all right? So one thing you'll immediately notice about this battery is it's heavier, man. I'm sure when you lean the bike over, you'll feel the weight, man. It's noticeable. It's noticeable if you're not moving, all right? But if you are moving, then it's fine. All right, so we're going for a cruise, guys, all right? The speed limit is 25 here. We're going to try to keep it 25, all right? So here we go. There's a vehicle coming up ahead. I see, so we gotta stay to the right, all right? This is a single lane road. Oh, yeah, see, that's why I said stay to the right, stay alive. All right, I'm gonna use that regen to slow down. Okay, it looks clear in front of us. Man, I don't know how this is going to be this weekend, man, when we race. This is a lot of extra weight to carry around. So immediately, I'll tell you now that one of the drawbacks of this battery is its weight. All right, it's no magic, guys. To have more, to get more range, to get more energy, you need to have more batteries. All right, and so this EBMX battery pack has pouch cells. All right, they use pouch cells, so there's no wasted like air in it. Okay. Cylindrical cells have, like, you know, space in between it. All right, and yeah, so well, you know, Hades Mega wants to just rip it and have fun, but I have to tell myself, we can't. We're going for a cruise. We got to test the range out on this. All right, I know we're going to be ripping it this weekend, but that's off-road, you know. We're not going that far, but we need to go the distance right now, all right? So far we've gone 8 miles, and we've got 70% charge. I think we'll be fine. We should make it back. But I just want to do a quick range test and like kind of a performance test. So the performance test is done already, guys, right? We went up the hill, all right? Now we're just going to try to do the range test, all right? Oh, it's beautiful out here. Look at the orange on the hillside. There's a super boom going on right now, guys, if you guys are wondering. And I'm getting allergies. All right, I'm going to stop here, take some pictures. Test these brakes out. Yeah, they're not doing so good, man. I need to... All right. Okay, I didn't go over the temperature, all right? It's in the 70s right now, guys. It's not hot, but it's not cold, all right? So, all right, we're gonna let it regen going down this. Regen is good. I feel like on the pavement I want more deadband. All right, I've got it set for 2% deadband. It's pretty much a hair trigger. I've got the domino throttle on this bike too. I like it. It's smooth. It's smoother than the Suron one, but it's harder to pull. That's what I don't like. I wish it was a little lighter pull. It takes a lot of effort to twist it, is what I'm gonna say. Maybe I'll install one of those throttle rocker things on it, man. Okay, now we're on the backside of Sierra Hill, and we're about 67% charge. All right, so. I did this ride pretty recently, guys, all right, and I ran out of power in Milpitas, okay, so I didn't make it home, and I had to call my sister to come bring me my other battery, all right, so I do have batteries at home, so yeah, she can do that again, but I don't want to bother her, okay. All right, okay, we're trying to not exceed 40 miles an hour, okay, guys. 40 miles an hour is a nice, comfortable ride, all right, through the canyon, all right. It's not a racetrack, guys. All right, we've done 10 miles so far. My guess, my other battery could do 30 miles on the pavement if we weren't going very fast, all right. But last time we didn't get very far, guys. That's what I'm gonna say. Okay, but we're gonna try to go the distance today. The regen is a lot, man. Yeah, it's good. Definitely to go down a steep hill like this. Oh, there's a guy on the road here. I don't know why. PG&E guy. Okay, this battery is 72 volts, 42 amp hours, all right? So it is 10 amp hours more capacity than my Lightspeed 21700 pack, okay? So it should go the distance. However, it is 10 pounds heavier, so we'll see what difference the range is, all right? We should be able to go maybe like 10 more miles, all right? So we should be able to make it home. That's my guess. We don't rip it, but yeah, there's still some hills like this one right here that are going to eat up our power, so we want to conserve our power. But this battery looks like it's doing fine so far. All right. I heard it's 160 amps continuous discharge. All right. So you can leave it open at 160 amps and it'll be fine. All right. But I think it can do up to 300 amps, like in bursts. All right. Peak is what they call it. Right. Peak. All right. 100, 300, like 300 or 320 peak current, which is that's fine. So I think to pick a number in between the 160 and the 300 is fine. All right. I would say you could probably do like well, we're doing 180 right now, and it seems to be okay. So I'm not getting any stuttering or anything or power loss or whatever. Okay. Man, this SUV is still here, man. All right, we've gone 11 miles, and we've got 60% charge. It's saying climbing up the hill. It's so green out here still. Alright. Not having to use the regen, but we're not having to slow down a whole lot, you know, going down the hill. Alright, I've got like another picture spot. We'll just follow this guy, man. This guy's going so slow. This is the vehicle that like we passed on the way going up here. They passed us when we went to the Vista Point. I hope they live around here or something, man, so they can get off the freaking road, dude. They're going hella slow. Anyway, I think I'm gonna stop ahead and take a picture. All right. So yeah, continue on the way. This will help us gain more range, you know. All right. Ah, beautiful out here, man. The regen is. It feels like the regen is stronger than it was before, man. Maybe they did something in the app to make it stronger, because before it didn't feel like it was this strong, man. Anyway, this battery should be able to handle like a 50 amp charge, so I think it'll be fine, you know. Especially for not that long, you know. Beautiful out here, man. Great day for go for a ride, all right? We're just taking it easy, all right? But so far it seems to be running fine, all right? Even when we were ripping it earlier. Whoop. They're exiting. Bike seems to be handling pretty well. Alright, it's not super twisty in this section here, so we're not really gonna push it all that much. Alright, we're doing 40 miles an hour cruise right now. We've got 60% charge. Hopefully we'll get off of this mountain soon and start heading home, alright? So the idea is, if you have more battery capacity, the battery isn't as stressed out as much as a battery that has less capacity, all right? It's doing less work, it's getting less hot, all right? So that's why it's good to have a bigger, more powerful battery, all right, guys? Or at least one with more capacity, all right? So this one technically should have an advantage over the Lightspeed bike's battery, you know? That, and yeah, it can go the distance, all right? Doing about 45 miles an hour here. Let's hit the regen a little bit. All right. Hit the regen a little more. Woohoo! Woo! Really moving now. Okay, I think we're gonna stop right here. Let's test the brakes out. Yeah. The brakes are not too good, man. There's a lot of lever pressure, but not a whole lot of bite, man. I might have to get some brake parts cleaner or sandpaper or something. These brakes used to do better than this, so. But yeah. Anyway, oh yeah, all the wildflowers are gone now. So do a quick check here. All right, 74.7 volts, 61% charge. All right, we're about almost a quarter temp on the controller. The motor is almost at half its max temp. Okay, that's what we got. Continue on the way. All right, we've ridden 13 miles so far. I would expect this to be able to do at least 30 miles, man. At least 30 miles. I would love to go up Calaveras, but we definitely don't got the power for that, all right? It would be nice to take it here, like on a vehicle, and just ride Calaveras, then come back, you know, just park it like down here in the park, and then go right up there. Might do that sometime, all right? But I'm curious to ride with one of those bikes that's got like a monster battery, all right? Tell you the truth, this battery is pretty impressive, all right? Dimensionally, it's only slightly bigger than the Lightspeed bike's battery, the 30 amp hour one. All right, the 32 amp hour one. The 32 amp hour battery, it fits in the compartment. It's looser than this one, I'll tell you that, and it's lighter. You have to modify the latch, okay? You have to modify the latch so it's longer, all right? So the latch will close. This one I have to make it like a quarter inch longer, all right, to get it to fit. Plus the one on the Lightspeed bikes one, okay? So I've already modified it so it fits, and I have to modify it again so it still fits, all right? Yeah. When children present, I don't see any children here, man. But okay, we'll just. So this is I forget what park this is. Ed Levin County Park. All right, this is in Milpitas. So we're in Milpitas right now, guys. All right, and we're just going for a cruise. So far, we're at 60%. So I'll tell you this: my bike did make this. Used to be able to do this ride, but the last time I did it, I didn't make it, okay? So it could be my battery's been like degraded, you know? So I don't know. From what I heard, this battery is very, should have a long life, all right? It can handle like thousands of cycles or something, so. Oh, look at all these goats. Look at all these goats hanging out here. They're just eating the grass, man. That's what they use the goats for. They use the goats to eat the grass, so when the wildfire season comes along, there's less grass for there to start wildfires, you know. Okay, we're gonna take a little bit longer route. We're gonna go right here. All right, it says there's a road worker ahead, but be prepared to stop. It says go slow. Oh, okay, he says to go. We're gonna go. Man, I don't know how this is going to be riding off-road, man. I know, I wish I hadn't messed with that new app until after the race, because I had it dialed in pretty good, man. I'd already raced it, so I already knew what to expect. Now I don't know what we're going to expect during the race, alright guys? Anyway, this is a kind of longer, kind of steeper way back, okay? It goes up, but then it's just going to go down, like really steep, alright? And we can use the regen to get some of that power back, alright? Beautiful. Come along for the ride. It's springtime, guys. Look at all the flowers out here, man. It's a good time to go riding, man, to see some flowers, so that's what we're out here for. There's some flowers right there. If I see like a whole bunch of them, maybe we'll stop. But... Alright, here we probably want to slow down. Alright, so I want to use these brakes, man, so we can but also we want to get some range back using the regen, so for riding on the road, I think the regen is fine on the for the KO Moto. I even use it at the racetrack and it seems okay. Alright. But off-road, I would like a regen throttle so I can, like, you know, slide the back around and stuff. It's kind of hard to do that with a regen like this. Off-throttle regen. Not a big fan of off-throttle regen anymore, you know. we're just moving right along, alright? I'm going to slow down here, use the regen, okay, get back on it. Alright, there seems to be some kind of water crossing here, we'll take it easy. Yeah, the regen is actually pretty violent. Alright, this is the steep section, and there is a stop sign here, so we're gonna use the regen right now. Alright, we've been regenning, regen, and it's enough to slow us down through this. Look at that, not bad. Alright, when you get to 10 miles an hour, it's probably just gonna coast. We're gonna start using our brakes right now. Scree! Okay, I'm gonna go this way. I don't know why these guys just waited for me, man. Okay, so we've made it back. We made it off of the mountain, alright? And we've got 58% charge. Holy moly, guys, this battery is the real deal. Alright, oh, look at all that. Those flowers over there. Okay, so I'm not gonna lie, Hades Omega had thought about buying one of these batteries. The extra 10 amp hours should make a significant difference in range and ride time, alright? And it seems to be true, okay? So, the only thing is, I think the biggest drawback to this battery is it's bigger and it's heavier, guys. It is noticeably heavier. If you pick up like a stock Suron battery, you pick up this battery, you'll be like, holy shit! This is like twice as heavy. And it almost is twice as heavy as a stock battery. Oh, look at that. There's a... That canyon was yellow. I didn't go down that way. Oh well, it's okay. I feel bad. Woo! Wheelie there. Okay, so we'll be going back at speeds of 25 and 30 miles an hour. I think we should make it back. So, one of the other things, when I did this ride last time, it was much cooler. It was like in the 60s, alright? Right now it's in the 70s. It's very pleasant weather to be riding right now, alright? It's not too warm and not too cold, alright? I'm wearing my summer gear right now, and I feel fine, alright? Actually, I feel a little warm. Okay, but yeah, it feels great, man. Batteries perform better when they're warmer, guys. So when it's cooler, you get less range. So if it was 10 degrees cooler, that may have caused us to have less range on that other battery, alright? Alright, we hit a max speed of 55. I think I know where that is, so... That was going up the hill. Woohoo! Alright, I'm gonna go right here and take some shots. Okay, so when we're stopped, we're at 58%. We should be able to make it back with this much range, alright? There's no difficult, like really strenuous sections, alright? Oh, I turned it off. Alright, moving right along, here we go. Alright, so all we gotta do is just head on home, alright? So we're here in Milpitas, and we're in the next town over, but we should have enough range to get back. Supposedly, whoa, that guy. I hope you stop, man, because I'm on the move here. Okay, I don't have a speed limiter set on it. I had just uploaded, or I just downloaded this new app, and it updated the firmware and all that stuff, so I lost all my settings. So if you guys update the firmware or the app on your phone or your controller, please save the settings that you had before so you can put them back in, alright? However, the bike is acting a little bit differently than it did before, alright? So you may have to tweak some stuff. And I don't want to be tweaking stuff when the race weekend is coming up real soon, alright? But we'll see how it is. I'm thinking of putting a throttle, what is this? A throttle rocker, alright? It's a little paddle thing that you put on your throttle, so you don't have to grip the throttle as hard. Yeah, I think I might put that on this bike for this race. Actually, I might try it out. We'll have to test it out. We'll have to go ride around. One thing I noticed when riding off-road is that in the last hare scramble race, my wrist started to hurt. I couldn't twist the throttle anymore, alright? And I think that would help from getting wrist cramps and stuff. Oh, the brake's just not working very good, man. Not happy with it. Okay, anyway, I'll let you know how it goes, alright? We got 54%. This is doing very well. So far we've got 20 miles we've ridden, alright? And we rid up in the mountains too, so very impressive so far. This EBMX battery seems pretty good, alright? The only thing is it's really heavy. Alright, so I want to tell you this. I didn't even make it this far the last time the last time that I did this ride, I didn't even make it this far. Okay? Back there, we already passed it. It was when I peeled off and I said, oh, that's it, there's no more charge. I'm gonna wait here for my sister to bring my battery. That's what happened last time, so. And we're well past that, so, and I think we'll make it back. We got 58% charge still. Alright, this battery is pretty awesome. Alright, and we were kind of pushing it kind of hard earlier. And it didn't seem to mind all that much. There was no hiccup going up the hill, alright? With the other batteries, when we're going full power, but yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I had done some tests, power testing with that battery, and yeah, so that was a scoop there. That's why the range is like so low, you know? Hey, you know what? We should do a launch. Yeah, let me see if I can do a launch. At the next stoplight, I'm gonna do a launch. Alright, just to see if it will cut out like it's been doing. That's one of the problems I've been having with this KO controller, and I think they might have fixed it, so that would be great if they did. Because I've lost some races because I didn't, couldn't get the whole shot. So to say. Alright. But yeah, anyway, we made it farther than we did before. Alright, look at those flowers. So I'm already pretty impressed. We're at like 20 miles, and I've been riding like at about 40 miles. We rode 40 miles an hour going up the hill, maybe a little faster sometimes. And then we've been trying to maintain 30 like on the surface streets, so not bad. All right. Okay, so we've got the 12,000. I just did the calculations, and it's about a 12 kilowatt tune is what I'm running right now, okay? So, whoa, man. All right. Oh yeah, we wanted to practice some launches, all right? We'll probably do that. Get a chance. I haven't got a chance yet, guys. But we've got 21.2 miles so far, and we're doing real good. Well, there's the regen. It just dies. It dies at like 12 now. It's like it's even worse than it was before, guys. Kind of not impressed all that much. All right, but it's pretty easy to ride. The throttle isn't super abrupt. I like it. Yeah, you got to get on it more if you want to go faster. Maybe it'd be nicer if it was a little more thing. Okay, but yeah, I'm pretty impressed. 21 miles so far. So all I might do is ride around a little bit more to get a little more miles. All right. I might get a flat tire doing that though. But, yeah, I'll take a little bit longer way home. All right. Okay, and then I'll let you guys know. Cause dude, we're only like halfway, man. This battery is freaking awesome, dude. I'm impressed. I think we can do 2 laps on the Virginia City Grand Prix with this one battery, man. Question is, would you want to do 2 laps with the extra 10 pounds on the bike, man? I don't know. I think it'll be okay, you know. That's what I'm gonna say. All right. Yes, sir. We're gonna try launch. Go. All right, that was pretty good, up to 40 miles an hour. That's launch number 1. It handled it pretty good. No cutouts, no nothing. So dead possum. Okay, we got a chance to test the launch. I know, man. We're gonna do it on this green shit, though. This green shit, I don't know how slippery it is, man. Oh, hold on. Let me make sure there's no cops around. Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna twist it and go, guys. That's all. We'll keep the front on, weight on the front so it doesn't wheelie or anything. Yep, pretty good up to 30 miles an hour. Alright. So far we've gone 23 miles. Not bad. And we've got 50% charge. Dude, this battery is insane. The range on it, dude. I am legitimately impressed, alright? You know what? I'm going to see if we can go do at least 30 miles with it, man. I would like to take this out for a DoorDash, if I can. Maybe we'll do that. We'll go to Santa Clara one day, we'll DoorDash with it, then come back, dude. I think this is a pretty incredible battery, but I don't want to mess around with it too much before this weekend, man. Alright, I'm not going to lie, guys, my butt is starting to hurt now. Alright, let's see if we can blaze through these lights here. Yeah, so another thing I noticed is that the voltage sag is less with this, alright? There's less voltage sag on this, so you can run this harder longer, supposedly. That's what I say. Whether it's going to overheat or not, that's another question, guys. But supposedly, if you have more batteries, they should, you know, batteries act as like a heatsink, guys, so the more bigger heatsink you got, the more heat you can absorb, right? Also, but that also means that the longer it takes to shed that heat, all right? So, yeah, this thing is awesome, man. Holy shit, this is a good battery for this setup. Those Lightspeed batteries, they couldn't handle the other one. I would love to take this on a racetrack. I think this would be a good battery for the track. I only think it's heavy, but it should provide more power longer. Okay, that's the deal here. All right, you get more power longer. All right, less voltage sag, all that stuff. I am very impressed with it. There's no wonder this thing is like $2,200, guys. This battery is freaking expensive, guys. It's literally more than half the price of the bike already, you know. It's insane how expensive this battery is, and it doesn't fit very good in the bike. So I'm gonna do a couple of reviews on it, and then I haven't even done the show and tell video, guys. Anyway, I don't like the way it fits in the bike. It's too freaking tight, man. They need to make it a little bit more like the Lightspeed bike's battery, all right? It just slips right in. I have trouble getting it in there, all right? It's gonna be hard to swap it out for races and stuff. Yeah, it fits in there tight, all right? I had to remove the back plastic cover for the battery in the battery compartment just to get this to fit, guys, all right? It would not fit in my bike. I'm telling you, man. I tried, and it kept on getting hung up. This battery is a good 1/4 inch longer, all right? It's 1/4 inch longer. Okay, we're gonna try a launch. Here we go. Probably crash into that van over there. Okay, so that's at 30 miles an hour. Not bad. Just blaze through there. So yeah, it gets fast up to 30 miles an hour. Man, I want to take this thing to the drag strip, man. Should we go to the drag strip on Wednesday? That's a good question. I think I want to go to the drag strip, man, and test this battery out. It'd be pretty awesome. So one thing I haven't tested is how much power this battery can handle. All right. I've got it set to 180 amps right now, and it can handle 180 amps just fine. Okay, so but we haven't been really getting on it a lot. Like I said, we're doing a range test right now. We're not really trying to see how much power it can handle. Okay. So yeah, review. All right. What's the positives and the negatives? All right. The positives of this battery, and I'm going to compare this to the Lightspeed bike's battery. All right. The positive is it's got 10 more amp hours than the oh, okay, the brakes are getting better now. It's got 10 more amp hour, the Lightspeed bike's battery that I have, all right? And so that means you can ride harder, longer, faster, all right, type of thing, all right. It seems like the voltage sag is less on this, but I don't have it. I don't have the settings all jacked up right now. Okay, I would like to just turn it up all the way and see what happens. All right, I can tell you this: my other battery will handle 300 amps phase. No, 300 amps DC current. But yeah, man, it's yeah, it's kind of nuts. Okay. Anyway, yeah, so you get more range, all right? Ridiculous amount of range, guys. We've got 50. I'm reading 50% while we're moving, all right, guys. The voltage sag on this is pretty, pretty good. I just want to say we've gone 25 miles already, and it still says it's got 50% charge. Insane, all right. And I'm using the battery meter that's on the bike, all right. Lots of range. It seems to be handling the power just fine, is what I'm going to say, but we're not pushing that much power through it. It hasn't cut out at all, hasn't skipped a beat. It's been running good the whole day. This is my first time using it, and I'm already impressed. All right. Okay. Here's the down. All right. The negatives. All right. The negatives are it's heavy, dude. This thing is 37 pounds. I weighed it, guys. It's significantly heavier than a stock battery. It's significantly heavier than a Lightspeed Bike's battery. The Lightspeed Bike's battery is 27 pounds, guys. It's not that much heavier than a stock battery, all right? The stock battery is like 25 pounds. And it's bigger than the stock battery, all right, physically. It's about the same. It's bigger than my Lightspeed Bike's battery, guys. All right, I'm gonna go buy something to drink here, and then we're gonna head on back. We'll take a longer route back, but yeah. Oh, they took all those Kura sushi. Oh, there. Okay, so another thing, the way the battery fits in the bike is it's tall. All right, the battery lid is like, it doesn't go down at an angle, it goes straight. Oh, thanks.
Yeah, it's awesome, Red.
Thanks. Oh, like I said, you like my bike. I was looking at it too, and I was admiring it. Anyway, so the EBMX pack, the lid stays flat. All right, I think on the other batteries, it's kind of down at an angle, so it actually looks like it belongs there with the Lunicycle float seat. If you have a taller, fatter seat, it looks like it belongs there. Okay, sort of, kind of. You can't. It's kind of hard to get to the charge port. I think you still got to open the lid to get to the. Yeah, you guys get to open the lid to get to the charge port, but you don't have to modify the latch. Okay, so that's one of the drawbacks. But it looks like it belongs in there. That's what I want to say. I don't like how the battery wire goes in there, but I wish it was more like the stock one. It had the connectors on the bottom type of thing. All right, anyway, let's go for a ride. I'm going to go and try and get some more miles on this, guys. Okay, so we're just going to I'm going to head up Hofstadter here and just keep on riding, all right? Actually, we should go down. I think I know a better way. Let's go another way. Let's go to Milpitas again. That's what we're going to do. We're going to go to Milpitas. I didn't get over that first one very well, but I got over the second one pretty well. I got the front up on that one. Alright, the brakes are doing better now. Wow, dude, you could definitely tell the difference in the braking once the regen turns off, man. Just like suddenly the braking sucks. Hey, 3000 GT, man. I love those cars, man. They're awesome. Alright, so we do another launch? Sure. Here we go. I think this is one of those batteries that, yeah, you could probably do like high speeds on it for long periods of time. Yeah. You could probably do high speeds on it for long periods of time. You could probably take this thing on the freeway. I mean, 55 is kind of a stretch on a Sauron, you know. But I have the KO motor, so it should be able to handle it, is what I want to say. Oh. Anyway, so we're going to go do a longer ride, all right? you guys will see how far I rode in the video. I'm getting my GPS tracks right now, so you guys will see like where I'm riding and everything. All right. I'll have a picture of it at the end of the video. All right. Anyway, yeah, we're just gonna go for a ride. We're just gonna try to put some more miles on the bike, man. Because I'm kind of in a riding mood today, so. All right, here's punch. Pretty good. I've been doing. I think I've done about 4 or 5 launches to 30, 40 miles an hour, and yeah, it's pretty happy. This it could vary. It's not probably not the battery. It could be the app. You know, the firmware. They tweaked some stuff on the firmware, and it seems better now. So hopefully this controller will be reliable, man, because it has not been reliable. All right, I'm not gonna sugarcoat anything, man. It's not it hasn't been reliable at all, man. I've not been very happy with it. All right, so. Anyway, we're gonna go to Milpitas here and have some fun. Actually, let's go in here. Let's go. I don't really know where this freaking bike lane is. We're gonna go rip it around here a little bit. Oh, here, this is a good place we could do some launches. Let's try it. Let's go. You see any cops out here? I don't see any cops. Alright, let's do like some 50-mile-an-hour launch. Oh, we can go this way. Let's just go this way. Man, there's a lot of cars going in and out, though. Okay, let's do one to go into 40. Alright. Go! Alright, that's about 46 miles an hour right there. I gotta break in these brakes, too. Okay, another one. Go! $57 miles an hour. It seems to be the max speed with this setup, with this tune here. 57. So if you remember correctly, we were doing like 70 miles an hour. Whoa, whoa, whoa there, cowboy. You should probably slow down. Alright, we're gonna go left here because I don't think this goes anywhere. Woo! Man, we're just ripping on it now. Alright, so. Okay. I just wanted to do a couple launches to see how the battery and the controller handled that. It handled it pretty good. And I don't condone speeding, guys, but that I knew that area was like, it's kind of like a secluded place, so that's why I went and did it. So I don't think there's any cops around here, and I won't care. I just want to do a high-speed run real quick. All right, so you see, it did that quite easily. It didn't even break a sweat, type of thing. I didn't get a chance to look at the what's the word? I did get a chance to look at the sag, you know. Because I can't watch it while I'm doing that stuff, that kind of stuff, right? I have to keep focused on riding, right? But yeah, it pretty good. It seems to handle like high loads like pretty well. Is what I want to say. Okay. Do I think this battery is more powerful? Can this battery give you more power than like the Lightspeed battery? You know, I kind of feel that the Lightspeed battery, it can actually discharge more, type of thing. You know what? I'm just gonna go straight. Yeah, let's just go straight. Yeah, so I feel like the Lightspeed bike's battery can has more, is faster. It has more. It can discharge more, but it seems like the Lightspeed battery, it can't handle as much punishment. That's what I would say. The Lightspeed battery will get hot and it'll start to complain. It'll start pulling. You can feel it like it's trying to pull the power a little bit because like you're exceeding how much it wants to the sag and all that stuff. This one seems to the performance of this battery is very consistent, is what I'm going to say. So from the way I've been riding it today, you know, I've been pushing it a little bit, and it seems very consistent. All right. I think if you want to be like riding around the neighborhood a whole lot, if you want to go long distances and stuff, this is a great battery, guys. Just hopefully you never have to take it out of the bike, because this thing is a freaking pain in the ass to carry, dude. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna say. So, what I might do is I'll probably weigh the bike with the EBMX battery pack. Yeah, I'll weigh the bike with the EBMX battery pack and without. Okay, so anyway, yeah. So I am pretty impressed with it. It's heavy. It takes up a lot of space, but the performance seems consistent. It seems to be able to handle a lot of more punishment than the Lightspeed bike's battery. I feel that maybe the discharge might be more. I think the Lightspeed bike's battery can discharge more, man. Those cells are pretty good in the Lightspeed bike's battery. But this uses pouch cells. It's different. They're different than the cylindrical cells, and that makes it possible to cram 10 more amp hours in the battery than with the battery pack that has cylindrical cells. All right, this battery is not much bigger than the Lightspeed bike's 32 amp hour battery. All right, and you don't have to do you don't have to do too much modification to get it to fit in your bike. I wish it was a little bit smaller, all right? It does not fit in the battery compartment well on my Sauron, all right? It is super tight, all right? All right, I'm gonna make it right here. Woo! All right, ooh, flowers. All right, yeah. It is super tight in the battery compartment. I don't like that, man. I wish it was a little bit looser so it goes in and out a little better, man. I have to really squeeze it in there, man. I'm not gonna lie. And I had to take the plastic part in the back off, which is not a big deal, but yes, the back of the battery is exposed. It could get dirty. It could get hit by rocks and stuff. However, this has a metal case, guys. I think it's made out of aluminum or something. This is okay. The stock battery is made out of aluminum also. The Lightspeed bike's battery is polycarbonate with a shrink tubing around it, or a shrink wrap. And yeah, it's I feel I kind of like the polycarb better. But this case is very, very strong. If you were to hit it with rocks or hit it with a hammer or something, it probably wouldn't dent it all that much. Just want to say, all right. Yeah. But don't be dropping your battery or hitting it with hammers, though. That's what I want to say. Okay. It's very dangerous. Okay, and so pouch shells are what commercial, like high-end motorcycles use. Like my Victory Impulse TT used pouch cells. Okay, if you guys are wondering what a pouch cell looks like, think of a cell phone battery. All right, a cell phone battery is like a pouch cell. All right, it's just a little flat piece of thing that you put somewhere. It's not like a AA battery or something, like a 18650 or something, all right? And with that being said, I have no experience working with pouch cells. I have worked with the cylindrical cells, and it's not that hard to work with them, is what I'm going to say. I don't know how the pouch cells work, guys. I don't have an experience with the pouch cells. Okay? Anyway, so far we've gone 30 miles and we've got 44% range left. Incredible, dude. If I want to go on a long ride, you know what? I might want to try to go up Mount Hamilton with this battery. I think we could probably do it. That's my guess. I think we could do it, dude. I've been up Mount Hamilton, but I had to take 2 batteries with me before. Maybe this could make it up Mount Hamilton with 1 charge, dude. I am impressed. The range, yeah. So the positive, the range, guys, dude, you get insane range from this thing. 42 amp hours. 42, all right. That's a lot of power, a lot of energy density, all right. And it's roughly the same size as the Lightspeed bike's pack. Okay. All you have to do is modify the latch. You got to make the latch longer, so will bite into the latch, all right? So the latch will close, I mean, basically, okay? Alright, we're still riding around. I'm still vlogging. Alright, so yeah, Hades Mega's giving his thoughts on this battery. I am legitimately impressed, alright? I like it. I did want to buy one of these batteries. Another one of the negatives is the battery gauge, man. The battery gauge is not very nice on this. It's not as nice as the Lightspeed pack. You can read it from the little window here, okay, the Suron stock battery gauge window. However, when I close the lid, it touches the battery gauge, and then it what's the word? Yeah, the brakes aren't doing too good, man. It touches the battery gauge, and it broke it. Okay, so this is not my battery. This is not my battery, so it would have been already broken by like whoever owned it. You know, the guy by Gotham. All right, Gotham is the guy that owns this battery, and I can see how he broke it. When you close the lid, all right, when you close the lid on this battery, the little window, it touches it, all right, and so when you close it, it presses on it, all right, and he told me, yeah, it was already broken like that. So that's one of the negatives without this battery. The battery gauge is not very good, all right. It should be deeper inside it should, like, there's a little roof on the battery, a little metal roof on it, and it should be in there more, all right. Man, it's still going. Still going. It does feel a little slower. It feels a little bit more sluggish than it used to be, is what I'm going to say. Oh, there we go. Alright. Yeah, it feels more sluggish than it used to be, is what I'm going to say. So, below 50%, you will feel a drop in power, alright? Which is normal, okay? That's how all the batteries are, man. At least the Lightspeed bike's battery was like that, and the stock Suron battery. Once you get below 50%, you feel the voltage drops a lot, alright? So, but we're at 30 miles so far. I think we could do 40 miles, man. Alright. So yeah, I'm not happy with this battery gauge. It's not all that, so I'll say. Man, this front rear brake, man. I hope these brakes will work for this weekend, man, because it's gonna be rough on it. All right, we've gone 31 miles. Man, something is burning. Yeah, there's like a fire here somewhere. Looks like a grass fire or something. Well, let's get out of here. Okay. So I kind of don't like riding this bike on the street anymore, guys. I don't like doing it because I get flat tires all the freaking time, all right? So, and I hate fixing the flat tires on this bike. Oh, little possum. Okay. Alright, Hades Mega is trying to kill this battery, man. I can't do it. It takes him too long, man. I'm getting tired. So I've been riding at like 40 miles an hour here on the main street. Not supposed to in a moped, but I'm trying to get this thing to drain faster, and we're trying to put more miles on this thing. Let's just follow the cars, man. Okay, I'm going to put a couple more miles left on this, and then we'll go back. We're at 41% charge, 70 volts. All right, and we've gone like 33 miles. It's freaking insane how much. So I'm just going to follow the cars now, all right? We're going to ride at the same speed limit as the cars, all right? So like 40 miles an hour. We're going to up the speed a little bit, man. Definitely this battery, I feel like you could go higher speeds longer with this, okay? You don't care as much as the other battery. You don't have to have that range anxiety all the time with it. It's nice. And so the insane thing about this battery is, this insane thing about the EBMX batteries. So just think about how much range this puppy has, and how much range So the insane thing about the EBMX battery is they have a 57 amp hour battery, guys. Insane, right? So what you got to do is you got to get a seat extender mod or seat extender brackets, and they move the BMS stuff outside of the battery pack, and that gives it more space to put more cells in there, and that gives you 57 amp hours, guys. An insane amount of power. All right, if you think 42 amp hours is a lot, try 57, man. Try 57, dude. It's amazing how much freaking power density that is on a Sora. Now, I could only imagine how heavy that battery would be. This one is 37 pounds. That one's probably 40, 45 pounds, or maybe like 10 pounds more, man. What I've noticed is it's almost every amp hour is about a pound, all right, guys? Well, a little less is what I'm going to say. Right. That's about right, yeah. Every amp hour is about a pound. This is a 47 pounds, and this is 42 amp hour. So it's pretty close. It's pretty close to a pound an amp hour. Okay, we're just following traffic here. I'm trying to get this thing to lower, trying to get more power on this thing on this. Do I think you could take this on the freeway for a little while? Would this make your Sura on a freeway bike if you had like a KO Moto motor? Yeah, I think so. I think it could, you know. Alright, okay, so I'm just going to ride it around more. I'm going to try to get 40 miles out of this pack, alright? So I'm going to, for about 7 more miles, we're going to go ride this for 7 more miles, alright? And maybe we'll just take the bike lane, fuck it. I'm not going to lie, I've been kind of messing up the test cycle a little bit. I've been ripping on it, and I've been going fast, and I was like, well, I know I can do it, you know, because we've got a lot of power. Like, yeah, we're going to have more fun longer. It's crazy how much power this battery has, alright? Can you feel the weight, the extra weight on the bike? No, when you're moving, no, you don't. You don't feel the extra weight. Now, if you're riding off-road with this extra weight, will it make a difference? I don't know, guys. I haven't done it yet. We'll find out when we ride Virginia City Grand Prix. I will do a battery swap during Virginia Grand Prix, and so we'll get to try the 2 batteries on the course. So, but yeah, it's insane, dude, how much charge this battery has. It's not a cheap battery, though. So anyway, I'm going to keep on riding this. I'm going to try to get 40 miles off of this. Have I gotten 40 miles off of a light-speed battery pack? Yes, I have, alright, but have I taken it up into the mountain and ridden all over the place and ridden speed limits around town? No, I have not, okay? This has already gone above and beyond what the light-speed bike's battery can do already. Alright, so when I'm done, I'll make my closing remarks, so we'll see how much range I get. Alright, here we go, we're going to do a launch against this Tesla here. Well, too late, we got the jump on him. Oh, I want to race that Evo. Man, that's like my dream car. I want like an Evo, man, but they've gone up in price. So it's like kind of like a unicorn car. Man, okay. So another thing I've noticed is the front isn't very light on this thing anymore. It's harder to get the front up on this bike now. Maybe I have to jack the power up, but. Yeah, with the Lightspeed battery being heavier, with the EBMX battery being heavier, I noticed the front is harder to get up now. Okay? Yeah, no joke, man. Alright, we're at 27% charge now. We're getting pretty low, so I think we probably want to stop soon. Alright. Oh shit, guys. I wasn't really paying attention, and the bike ran out of power. Oh no! Alright. 37 miles, guys. 38 miles. 37.8. We'll just call that 38, alright? And I'm dead. I might have to walk home a bit, is what I'm going to say. The bike just died on me. No, dude, the bike just died like, no warning died. Yeah, it's straight up dead. No warning whatsoever, alright, guys? Damn it! I knew I was pushing it. I was just barely riding around, man, and yeah, that was it. All right. So anyway, that's okay. I'm not too far from home. I'm only about maybe like a mile, so I'll have to push the bike for a mile. It's not a big deal. But yeah, I took it to the max. What I should have done is exited. I should have gone to my neighborhood and then rode around the neighborhood until the battery died. Then I wouldn't have to walk so far. Okay, so here's the big drawback. If you do run out of power, you're going to have to push your bike, and your bike is 10 pounds heavier now. It feels significantly heavier to push, man. All right. Yeah, it feels heavier type of thing. Yeah, it like just okay. So that's what happens to this battery, guys. All right. I think right when I hit, it said 60 volts. So it's not like the Lightspeed bike's battery. The Lightspeed bike's battery won't like cut out right away. It's kind of more gentle. Like it'll kind of die, and then you can turn it back on, ride it a little bit, and this one, once it runs out of power, that's it, dude. There's kind of no warning. It still has a lot of power, all right, and then it suddenly just drops like a rock, all right. If you're at 30%, you better stop riding or change the battery, all right, or charge it. Do something, all right. Unfortunately, we're dead in the water, all right. Okay, so anyway. So that's a scoop, guys. 38 miles, all right? And I'm kind of stuck here like a mile from home. That's okay. Well, I'll push it back. No big deal. Yeah, so 38 miles. And so that's 38 miles. We went up into the mountains, up and around and down. Then we rode over there. We rode all over the place, all right? I'd say we probably did close to... We did about 15 miles of mountain riding, all right, and then we rode around the streets. So there's no doubt in my mind, if you were just riding this around the city at moped speeds like 20, 35 miles, 20 or 30 miles an hour, you would definitely get more than 40 miles, because I've gotten more than 40 miles with the Lightspeed battery pack, okay? So that is... my honest assessment of the range, if you're not pushing it hard, you could pretty easily, realistically, get more than 40 miles a charge on this, and pretty easily, all right? I'm not going to lie, we were ripping on it, all right? We were ripping on it, and we still got close to 40 miles. It's pretty incredible, all right? My other battery pack would have been dead by now, to 100%, all right? All right, so that is the end of the range, kind of little range test and stress test. All right, we did a little bit of mountain riding, and then we did a lot of riding around the surface streets, and then we got about 38 miles, okay? That's pretty good. Stock Sauron will get you about 30 miles, all right, but it won't get you there as fast as my bike will. That's what I say, all right? This is a 72 volt battery. You're gonna have to have an aftermarket controller. Okay, guys. Yeah, and the way it expresses the power, it seems like the power is when you get to 50% power, you could feel the power drop off a little bit, all right, and then you don't really feel it drop off all that much so what happened was I was at like 20%, and suddenly, boom, it just went to like 1%. Like 1%, 5%, I'm like, oh shit, I think it's time to go home. And then I looked down, and that was it. Let's see if the bike will turn on. No, that's it. Okay. Yeah, we killed it, guys. So yeah, that's the scoop. All right, let me take a picture of this. Okay, the battery isn't providing any power, guys. Okay, well, okay, yeah. So that's a scoop. That's what happened, all right? I looked down. I'm like, there's like 10, 20, somewhere around like 10 and 20%. And then I'm riding a little bit longer, and I look down, and we're suddenly around in the single digits. I'll say, oh shit, I think we're going to run out of power. So I'll say, okay, I think we might be able to make it home. And sure enough, we didn't. All right, I rounded the corner, and I'm like, oh, that was it. And so the battery suddenly died. All right, it doesn't get slower and come to a crawl. It doesn't. There's no like kind of limp mode. I don't know. That might be on the controller. All right, that's based on the controller, that whether it wants to do that or not. However, the battery just shut off. Okay, the battery said, hey, that's it. That's all I got in me. You're not riding anymore. Game over. All right, BMS cutoff. All right, so that's the scoop. All right, I think to wake it up again, we're gonna have to plug it into the charger. So okay, so that's the scoop. I'm pushing my bike home now. Unfortunately, it's just something I've done one too many times. I'm not gonna lie. All right, guys, but it's okay. We're not that far. We're just going for a little walk. The weather is nice and pleasant today. And yeah, so at least I wasn't in Milpitas, all right? Man, the last time this happened to me, it happened to me in Milpitas, and there's no way I'm walking back from Milpitas, man. Here, I'm just kind of down the street from home, right? In fact, I'll probably just go on the curb right now. But yeah, okay, 38 miles. With some ripping it going on, all right? So I am pretty impressed. Maybe before I return the battery, I will do another ride like this. We'll do a DoorDash. That's what we'll do. We'll go to Santa Clara and we'll do a DoorDash with the Lightbee. Okay, that's a scoop. But I'm pretty impressed with it. I'm surprised how suddenly it lost power. All right. So when the charge gets to, let's see, I don't know what voltage, 60 volts, right? Yeah, when you get into the 60s, guys, yeah, when you get into the 60s, you'd better look for to charge somewhere or to swap batteries or do something, all right? But you're gonna run out soon once you get into the 60s, okay? But also, percent-wise, I would say, yeah, once you get to about 30%, that's it. All right, you should start looking for a place to pull over or whatever, 30%. Okay. So I have to tell myself that, once you get below 50, that's it. But anyway, I'll let you guys know what happens when I get home. How to wake the battery back up, because it's not doing anything right now. Okay. Yeah, it's not providing any power. All right. So once you go, and I looked at the gauge, it was around 60 volts. I think once you go below 60, that's it. All right. If the controller had power, it would turn on right now. Okay. But it doesn't do that with the Lightspeed battery pack, all right? The Lightspeed battery pack will still provide power, but it just won't go anywhere, type of thing. So, you know what? That could be the new firmware too. Okay, so I don't know. Okay. Anyway, I'll let you know what happens when I get home. All right, 38 miles. Pretty impressive. Very impressive with the kind of riding that we were doing. All right. Alright, it's Biggie here. I've nearly made it home, alright? Remember it was 3.8 miles. Well, I pushed it almost, 38. It was 38 miles, so, and it's almost 40 miles, so I pushed the bike like 2 miles, so, okay? Unfortunately, I know if we had made it home, we would have pretty much be at 40 miles. We're at 39.2 right now, okay? So here's the final stats. Yeah. It was almost a 2-hour long ride. We were out for 2 hours and 22 minutes total. All right, I think we were riding for about 2 hours. Okay, that's my guess. All right, until we ran out of power, type of thing. We're doing 20.4 miles an hour average. We hit a max of 57 miles an hour on that back road, and we're at 39.2. And when we ran out of charge, we were at 38 miles. Okay, so let's see what happens when we plug it in. Okay, I think I can make it through here. Okay, we made it home, buddy. Good job. What a long ride. Okay, so to charge this thing, we've got to open this, open that, plug this in. Hopefully, oh, the cord isn't long. The charger has to be pretty close to the thing. Okay, plug this in. Okay, turn it on. Nothing. Maybe we need to turn it off and turn it back on. Oh, there we go. Okay. Came back to life. Alright, there we go. We got 63 volts coming into the battery right now. So if it falls asleep like that, the only way to really wake it up is to plug a charger in, okay? Alright, well, there you go. I hope you guys enjoyed that. So that was a kind of mixed range test, okay? We went up the hill, we rode up the hill, then we rode down the hill, and then we rode around town a whole lot. Alright, and we almost hit 40 miles, but we just were shy of it, 38. If you were just putting around town, there's no doubt in my mind you could probably get more than 40 miles with this, okay? We were not putting around town, I'm not gonna lie, alright? I was doing launches, I did a bunch of launches, alright guys? So, yeah, man, it's freaking hot. I'm sweating a lot right now because I have to freaking push a 100-something pound bike. Yeah, pushing the bike is a little harder, guys. You will notice the weight when the bike isn't moving. I guarantee you that, alright? When you're moving, you don't really notice it all that much, but when you're not moving, you will notice the weight, alright? Especially when you're pushing the bike, or you're kind of leading the bike, or you're trying to maneuver it around somewhere. Yeah, you will feel it. No joke. Okay, but it's pretty impressive battery, man. That thing holds a lot of energy. It's better than the Lightspeed bike's battery, but it's heavier, alright? That's the trade-off, alright guys? You want more power, you're gonna have a heavier battery, alright? Your bike isn't gonna be as maneuverable as it was before, for sure. Alright, how it will do off-road, we'll find out this weekend during the Virginia City Grand Prix. Okay, thanks for watching. Here's me out.